Hello, and welcome back to this playthrough of Warriors All-Stars. I am Scutlist, and for this episode we will be doing the last purification battle to hopefully get every character in the game back on our side. And for this episode we will be playing as Millennia. I may be remembering wrong, but I believe in a previous episode I offhandedly mentioned that I'm not a big fan of Millennia's movesets. Well, I take that back now. It just takes a little while to understand the spacing of her attacks. But we will be talking about her moveset as we do Purification, Kind Light. Let's get started. Alright, battlefield info. We have ourselves, Jayun, Lubu, Darius, Tamaki. For our enemies, just generics. We can only assume that mind-controlled old player characters are going to show up before too long, though. How many characters are we missing right now? We don't have Arnice or Christophorus. We don't have a Puna. We don't have Plakta, and we don't have Setsuna. I think that's all we're missing. Anyway, Millennia's normal attack combo as usual. The Deception characters have just kind of interesting movesets because of the way they keep summoning things to do attacks for them, which is the way it works in the Deception games themselves. Though it certainly does offer them some of the more visually interesting movesets in these games. Anyway, her C1. Her C1 just drops this tombstone down. Her C2. Her C2 is a good way to stun enemies, as you can obviously see. I haven't really checked to see if her C2 works on like enemy officers and such. Actually, let's test that right now. Once it's done with its special. No, it doesn't look like the pumpkins will fall on their heads. Okay, let's move on to her C3. I don't think you got a good look at that thanks to the camera churning. Okay, let's stop locking onto him so you can actually see the attack. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it summons this little buzzsaw pendulum down. Now then, her C4. The swinging scythe pendulums, I think they're mostly there to catch other enemies, because if you're fighting an enemy officer, the scythe pendulums do seem to have trouble actually catching them. I mean, yeah, they appeared all the way over there. Anyway, her C5. Her C5 is quite interesting. It can actually collect quite a bunch of enemies around the barrel before it shoots the damaging firework out. And finally her C6, which I think is actually one of the best C6s in this game. It's almost this sort of hot metal pad that catches enemies and does quite a bit of damage, and then a hammer swings down to do a final hit, and it's extremely damaging, and it can actually catch quite a lot of enemies. I could demonstrate that last bit better if there was a bigger clump of enemies around here. But anyway, her Muso attack. I'm not a big fan of her Muso attack. Mostly because I think it has kind of odd hit detection. I've had occasions where I'm dead certain that train has crashed straight into the enemy, but they barely take a sliver of damage from it. And I've also had times where I don't think it actually hit them and they lose more than half their life bar from it. It's a weird Muso attack. Anyway, last thing to talk about, her aerial attacks. Aerial normal. And aerial special. Yeah, just as I thought, our mind-controlled allies have shown up. Kinda wish I had saved my Muso now, as odd as that Muso can be. But it looks like I'll have my Musa meter back before they show up. Yeah, right, we've never seen Plocta as an enemy before. Well, let's see if this will work. I don't see Plocta anywhere. Looks like she backed away. What's hitting me? Our niece. Okay, let's slow her down with Nobunaga. I think she was too far away. What the heck hit me there? Okay, let's get the fire effect to... Her brave is higher, that's why she's being a bit durable here. Yukimura's fire effect should help deal with that life bar, though. But anyway, in short, Millennia is a character I didn't like at first, but I enjoyed her, but started to enjoy her after I gave her another chance. The other Deception character, Lagrina, however, I'm not gonna mince words here. I find Lagrina to be the worst character in the game. Maybe our niece or Setsuna may end up being even worse, but yeah, I find it hard to believe that they would be worse. Lubu's in trouble up in that base. It looks like he may be fighting just a generic. Anyway, that was Plocta and Arnis, so Apuna and Christophorus still need to show up, and maybe Setsuna as well. I get the feeling we'll only be getting 4 new characters back this battle, because that's how it's been every time previous. And here's Apuna. Whoa! Did I bring a healer support character with me? No, I did not. Okay, let's try to slow them down with Nobunaga. Oh, what the heck hit me there? That might have been Apuna. I mean, Christophorus is just about done. This may finish her off. There we go. Oh, Rio. I forgot we hadn't gotten Rio back yet. And shouldn't Apuna... Yeah, Apuna's right here. And I'm not sure if I've mentioned it in this playthrough yet, but your ally characters cannot defeat enemy officers. They pretty much get them down to the point where they have almost no HP left, but that's about it. They can't actually finish the enemy officers off for you. Next, we want to defeat pursuing enemies. It also looks like we're supposed to follow Tamaki before they catch up to us, but... enemy exclamation points, let's deal with them. Pretty high brave, though. But not really that much more than me, so it's fine. Alright, that takes care of that. Let's get back to Tamaki before his units are getting killed. Let's take this base first, just because. On second thought, we have allies hollering for help up there. I believe the defeat condition was just if Tamaki was defeated, but as I lose more enemy officers, Tamaki is going to slowly get more vulnerable. Let's get our Yukimura skill back, and now let's get back to our allies. Frozen somehow. Hold on. Oh, there's enemy officers all over the place. Hold on, Yuanji, Josong. Wasn't there Zhao Yun here as well, or did I take him out? I was speculating if maybe I should do a rush, but it seems we got the situation well in hand. Let's see, obviously we're going for the enemy main camp in the top left. A bunch of Razor Talons in here. And special. Another special. Razor Talons. Well, they're not toy soldiers or yokis, but they are still one of the more annoying enemies when it comes to their special. Whoa! I didn't see that guy at all. Actually, so long as we're in this position, let me talk about one of the problems with Melina's moveset, the spacing issue I mentioned earlier. If she has trouble fighting enemies when she's up against the wall, because hold on. When her traps may spawn in the out of bounds area where they're going to have trouble really hitting anything. It's not a problem with her C2, 3, or 4, but it is a problem with her C5, the fireworks barrel, or the C6, the heated pad, and the swinging hammer. And I can't attack anymore. We are done. So that's Millennia for you. You know, I'm just gonna come out and say that I think Millennia is the prettiest girl in this game. Thank you very much. Okay, that's 5 characters back. We still don't have Setsuna. That may be what's about to happen, though.
まさか許せません。
はやぶさ殿。なんと。ええ。
よかろう。
いや。
Okay, and not only do we have a new Keystone battle, but we have 2 new dramatic battles. Hold on, what's this Keystone battle about? Heroes sent out to scouts have fallen under Yomi's control. Can they be saved before they completely converted to the enemy's side? So what, it's basically the same thing the purification battles have been? But maybe this is the battle where we get Setsuna back. But we also have 2 new dramatic battles, so the one down here in this direction was shaded. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some of those nearby battles to open up this part of the mapping so we can do Lost and Found, but, actually, hold on. World Info, Battle Rumors, Dramatic Battles. These, well, looking at this, these are the last 2 dramatic battles in the game. If there's a battle you just haven't found yet, it would just be listed as question mark, question mark, question mark. So, it looks like we have the final dramatic battles in the game. We can start knocking those out in the next couple of episodes. So, that will about wrap it up for this episode. Next time, we will get to the Ultimate Evil. That's quite a few characters who can't be members. So, until then, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.